Yo, I'm back with another topic today. And the topic is females cannot do the same thing males do. I know there's a thing called double standards, but for this circumstance that I'm talking about, because I'm going to be very specific about what I mean, it can't be double standards, especially for the standards that females put themselves at. So let's talk about it. When you're single, of course you can do whatever you want, right? We know this already. But for some reason, when males do something, they don't get labeled, and when females do something, they get labeled, right? We know this already, right? Males can go sleep with whoever they want when they're single and not get labeled. It's just regular. And females, for some reason, when they go do the same thing when they're single, they get labeled. As you know what the word is, but I'm being PG-13 for YouTube. So let's get straight to it. The truth is the truth, and that's why it's a thing, and that's why females get labeled. It goes from just females actually having standards and dudes just not having standards, Now, that's not just to say that dudes don't have standards, but your average Joe in the game ain't got no standards, and there's one thing female has that a male doesn't have. And there's actually a thing a male has that a female doesn't really have. It's just that supremacy. Males have that dominancy, more control than females, of course. But females, on the other hand, have something that males don't have that make them actually important. You understand what I'm saying? And that's value. Everybody knows this as far as females. Females get value when it comes to being loyal and being the woman that you're supposed to be, and acting respectfully, your body and the whole 4 or 5, right? Well, let's get straight to it. A female can't have value if she's going around sleeping with every man. She's cheating. She's doing all these things. Now let's talk about a dude. A dude doesn't even have value from the start. Right? If you talk to a female in general, your automatic answer to a male in general is going to be, he's nothing, he's not good enough. He just doesn't have value. He already is looked upon, you know what I'm saying? His expectations are already low because we males made it to where we just don't care. It's just the bottom line. We don't care about people's opinions. Now for females, people always try to say males made this a thing, but it really ain't. Females really downgrade each other and make it a thing. So they really made it law to where if you do so many people, you sleep with so many people, if you don't do this certain thing, then you're looked lower as a woman. That's not really a male thing. Males just capitalized off it and kept pushing the theory. Because let's just be real. If we put 10 guys right here on this shelf right here, we put 10 guys right here, and we said, do you want this girl to sleep with y'all, or y'all want her to be respectful and loyal? Man, I'm telling you right now, 8 out of 10 of those two is gonna say, man, we want her just to sleep with us. That's it. That's all we want. We don't want nothing else. So we're not going to antagonize her. We might say some things, but at 10 out of 10, we wanted to actually just sleep with her. That's males already agenda in general, right? The other two guys are going to be the loyal guys that just want a respectful woman. Cool. But at the end of the day, dudes ain't really that deep on the whole prospect of labeling a female. It's really females labeling each other. It's females labeling other females and making them feel worse or down about themselves because they did something more, or they slept with this person, they cheated, or they were unloyal or unrespectful. So it really becomes a female thing that y'all made where y'all were like, well, females have to have value so that we can have power too and be relevant too. So cool. We're like, cool. Long as you have value, we respect you. Now, let's get deeper down into it. And let me show you why a female can't do what a male do if she's going to have value. You know what I'm saying? We already know this. Males have more control power. It's just the truth. Y'all see it in the pays, in the pay grade, just a lot of things. We're dominant. We're stronger. Just a lot of things, right? When a female in general literally has value, she only can do certain things. So she has to be respectful. She can't sleep with a bunch of people. When she does those things, she sleeps with other people, then guess what? Her value is lost. Now understand this. If a male and a male having, let's say, a situation, right? What are males gonna do? We're gonna talk about it, right? We're gonna argue about it. We're gonna take things to the next level. We're gonna be disrespectful to each other. We don't care because we have no value. We don't have any standards. So it's literally, I'm gonna say what I want to say. He's gonna say what he want to say, right? There's not gonna be no respect in it. Now there can be respect, but 10 times out of 10, a dude talking to a dude is gonna be disrespectful. I'm going to say what I want, he's going to say what he wants, and whatever happens, happens. Even if it's a fight that breaks out. Who cares, right? Because a dude doesn't have a value. We don't owe anything to another dude, and a dude better be able to defend his own self and back up whatever he's saying, right? Cool, right? Now, that same energy males carry on with each other, you can't do that to a female. Why? We know this. You can't touch a female. You can't hit a female. You can't talk to a female crazy. You cannot touch a female. There's certain things you can't do to a female because a female has value. Because females made that a thing. They said, well, if we have value, then the man has to back off. He can't have as much power now, right? We know this already. This is just facts. If you don't want to believe it, you don't have to. It's your own opinion. Cool. But it's just the truth. Now, here's the thing. What happens when a female doesn't have value anymore? Do you think a dude's gonna literally stay true to that being respectful, doing this for them, doing that? Because if you have no value, then you are a dude too. And if you want to play the double standard game and you want to act like, okay, well, we can do what a man can do, I don't know if you want to do the same thing a man wants to do in that circumstance, because we don't care about a label. Y'all care about a label. So if y'all do the same thing, it's going to go left, and then it's going to make it to where dudes only going to want you for one thing, because they already want one thing already. So if you want to play the double standard game, then you're making it to where y'all females won't even have y'all value thing, and then y'all won't even get respected and get the things that y'all actually want in life, as far as respect and things out of life and stuff from people, and just, you know, just the good stuff out of life, right? You know what I mean when I'm saying that. If a male tries to bring that male dominancy, right, to a female, there's only a certain amount of things he can do with a female, right? We know this. He has to talk to her a certain way. He has to do this a certain way because she has value. Now, here's the thing. When that woman decides, I want to have double standards and I want to do what a male does, right? And we know a male is already at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. He has no value at all. And she's like, well, I can match him because it's double standards. Cool. But guess what happens? You lose your value now because you're not, in order to get value, you have to not cheat. Be loyal. This is just American society rules. Be respectful. You know, be the housewife. Just basically be loyal. You know what I'm saying? Not sleep around. Just not sleep around in general, right? That's the main goal. You can't sleep around. It's just what it is. If you're single, I'm saying if you're single, you have to be. I'm talking about when you're single, you can't just go doing every dude because you have value. When you do not abide to that value laws, males are going to stop treating you with value, and they're going to treat you like the dude. So guess what? Remember when I told you when dudes talk to dudes, it's going to be just, all right, it is what it is. I'm going to hold mine. I'm going to hold mine. And when we just both know this, if a male acts like how he wants with a female, and a female try to act like how she wants, and she trying to match male dominancy, it's only going to be one thing. A dude's going to just take it. Just the facts. It's the hard truth. He's gonna take what he wants. He's gonna get what he wants. If he can't get it, he's gonna get it by force. Cause now she doesn't have value anymore. Because she said, you know what? Forget value. I'm gonna do the same thing a male does. Cause it's double standards. If y'all can do it, we can do it, right? But in this specific detailed topic, females cannot at all ever just sleep with a bunch of men. Now, men can sleep with a bunch of females because guess what? They have no value and they don't care. And even when we lost the value, we still don't care because males don't make that a thing of, well, we gotta have value. We don't care because we don't care, and we still get bashed for it. And a man's nothing. He's gonna cheat on you. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. That's their label, of course. We already know that, all right? Now you have girls that's gonna boost a man up, but 10 out of 10, a female's been cheated on so many times, she's just bashing the man. And guess what? We still don't care because we don't care about value. Females do. So guess what? In the topic of female can't do what a male does as far as sleeping around, it's just the truth. You can't. It can't be double standard. Because guess what? You lose your value. And when you lose your value, now men won't abide by their rules because they're only abiding by the rules. When I'm saying abiding by the rules, being respectful, treating you right, being loyal to you, not touching you, not get backing off when you say, hey, don't put your hands off of me, take your hands off of me, or whatever the rules that females want in general. Those gets canceled out as soon as you lose your value. Now, your value is literally just being respectful, being loyal, and like I said, not sleeping with men. Now, men have to back off. That's why when you say respectfully, or like when a female says, oh, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to do this, I don't, back off, can you? A man's gonna immediately back off, even though he know he can forcefully do it, because guess what? He knows that female has value. Because she made that a thing. She made herself have value, unlike a man. So in the circumstance of the topic that I'm talking about today, females can't do what males do. It comes down to this. A female will never, ever in her whole life, and that's why y'all get labeled. Y'all made that a thing. Y'all should have made it a thing. Like I said, don't make it a thing. And guess what's going to happen? It's just going to be no value for either person. So male won't have value, will never have value. And females, guess what? Won't have value anyway. And you just have everybody sleeping with each other. And it'll be just like that. And then guess what? It'll never be a thing where y'all females get what y'all want as far as a man just actually liking you for you. It won't. Just be everybody sleeping around with each other. You trying to have double standards and do what a male do, all you would do is just degrade yourself. And then now you would be labeled basically as another man. And then you would get treated as another man, and you would have no value, and you would expect something that you're not going to get back now. And now it's just going to be, do you want to sleep with? You're never going to find the man that you want. So yeah, I know this probably goes over your head a lot, but just really peep it. It's a lot to take in, but the simple fact is this. There's just certain topics and details and things in life females can't do that a dude can do. For the simplest facts, females respect themselves way more than a dude. Until that day ends and they stop respecting themselves, which they'll stop receiving a lot of stuff, and then it will becoming manpower and forcing stuff and getting it. Which that's the division right there. That's how it's divided, because they have value. So that's how that gets stopped. You get what I'm saying? That's how it gets stopped. But if they don't want to have that value and they try to do the same thing that a male does that doesn't have value do, then it's like, why are we abiding by the laws? We only abiding by the law because values. The values is why we respect y'all. If y'all don't have the values and y'all not gonna do y'all job on y'all part as far as the value part, then guess what? We're not gonna cooperate, and that's just the male mindset and just the world's mindset in general. And yeah, it is what it is. That will conclude today's topic. I've spoken on enough. If you have, like I say, any opinion on it, comment, like, share, and subscribe, of course, and I'll catch y'all next topic. Yiddy.